Hey class, welcome to week 10 of BUAD 301, which is going to be an online week. This week we're going to look into things that make for a great presentation. As you continue to meet with your group and prepare for your oral presentation, it's important to make sure you have a good understanding of what makes for a great presentation. So since you will most likely be presenting at your job once you are out of college, it's really important to make sure that you have a good and solid foundation on preparing for a presentation and executing an excellent presentation. So tasks for you to complete this week is to watch this weekly class video lecture, make sure to read chapter 11 in your textbook, review the Speaks grading rubric, which we will go over, watch the 5 TED Talk videos, how to make a great presentation. If you click on this link here and open it up in a new window, you're going to see that there are 5 TED Talk videos that you're going to need to watch. And each one has a significance on how to help you give a great presentation, whether it's looking at public speaking or how to help to get people to listen, whatever it may be. But there are 5 videos, and you're actually going to have to complete your email number 2 on one of these 5 videos. So please make sure to watch all 5 of these videos. This one right here is actually my favorite on how great leaders inspire action, because it gives a good background on what leaders need to do in order to give a good, not just a presentation, but how to complete something in a way where people are going to want to complete it. So it's a really good video. And then you're going to need a complete email number 2, which is going to be a presentation email, and it's going to be worth 10 points. And that is actually going to be due on Friday, April 6th. So you're actually going to have spring break to work on this as well. Because remember, next week we actually have a spring break week. Let's go ahead and take a look at our syllabus. So let's go down to this week, week 10. And these are the items you need to complete. And so you can see here that your email number 2, which we're going to review shortly, is going to be due before our next live class. So next week we have spring break, no class, but you will be able to work on your email during spring break as well. And it needs to be sent to me before the start of our next live class. Oh, and just as a reminder too, I have the Speaks grading rubric up here at the top. We're going to actually review this, but this is at the top of Titanium. If you click here, you'll see it will open up. And I also put it down to the, I uploaded it to the files and attachments for this week here as well too. So if you click on it, it will download, and then we'll go ahead and open in a new window. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Speaks grading rubric, and then we'll talk about email number 2 assignment. So this is how you're going to be graded for your group presentation when you're up there speaking with your group. I'm going to be looking at the 6 different categories, which stands for Speaks: structure, personal appearance, eye contact, articulation, kinetics, and slides. And this is how you're going to be rated for each section when I'm doing my grading. So let's take a look at slides for your PowerPoint. You're going to have an excellent column, a good column, an average column, and a poor column. So let's say your slides, they're not average, they're above average. I can see you put some work into it, but at the same time, there were some errors in it. Maybe I found a couple spelling errors here and there, or maybe there were some formatting errors. You would probably be right here in the good section. So presenter exhibits above average grasp of PowerPoint beyond the use of default setting. Occasional small errors don't distract. So, it may be a small error that isn't really distracting, but it was something that I may have caught. So you might be graded in here. So make sure to review the Speaks grading rubric to have a better understanding of what needs to be done for your presentation. So please make sure to review the Speaks grading rubric. Make sure to review it thoroughly. Make sure you understand what your structure means, which is the organization component. Do you follow a logical sequence throughout the entire time, or are you jumping back and forth from topic to topic? Are you discussing too many things at one time? If so, that may hurt your grade a little bit. You want to make sure you have that logical sequence. Personal appearance, this is really important, but since this is a Saturday class, you can dress in business casual. You don't need to dress in business formal. For guys, you don't need to wear a coat and tie. You can wear a button up with some slacks tucked in. And same thing with girls. You don't have to wear a full suit with like a coat. It can be a little bit more dressed down as long as it's business casual. Eye contact. Eye contact is another section I'm going to be looking at. As you're speaking your part, are you looking down at the floor? Are you just looking at me? Or are you, scanning the classroom, looking around to the classroom, making eye contact with other people, not just one person? This is something that's really important because this is what helps draw people into your presentation. Your articulation, how your delivery is. Are you speaking clearly and loudly enough for everybody to hear? I'm going to be sitting in the back of the room while you're each presenting. That way I can grade from the back of the room. And if I'm having trouble hearing you, you'll be marked down for your point. So you want to make sure your articulation and delivery is to the point where the person in the back could understand you. You don't have any grammatical errors. You pronounce terms correctly, etc., etc. And then, of course, your body language. Body language reflects the presenter's reaction to an empathy with the audience. So this gives me an idea, is it something to be excited about? What kind of hand motions are you using? Don't just sit there like a statue the entire time. You want to make sure your body language is into it as well, too. Before we review our email number 2 presentation, I do want to let you know that I'm going to be hosting a Los Angeles Lakers business communication workshop. And since I'm hosting this workshop for faculty and students, I thought I would give you the first opportunity to register. We're going to have 2 guest speakers from the Los Angeles Lakers organization. The event has yet to be announced, and it's on a first-come, first-served basis. It will probably be announced during this upcoming week. But since you're in my class and I'm hosting, I figured I'd give you the first option to register. Seats are limited, and we do plan and anticipate it filling up quite quickly. So I would highly recommend that if you are interested in coming to this event, to make sure that you register, you could click on this link. It's going to be held on Friday, April 20th at 1 o'clock p.m. in room SGMH 1308. So please make sure if you are interested, you register on this link. I don't know what these representatives are going to be doing during this time with speaking, but they will be speaking about business communication related issues at the Los Angeles Lakers organization. Doesn't necessarily mean bad issues, but when they're talking with customer service, what are some things they do? One of the representatives is in charge of their social media for the Lakers organization for the season ticket holders. So they're going to talk about quite a bit of customer service, business communication, social media marketing, and etc. And who knows, they may bring some things too. So I don't want to promise anything, but again, if you are interested, make sure to come and register for this event by clicking this link. Again, first come, first served basis. So let's look at your email number 2 assignment. So for your email number 2, you're going to be discussing presentations in your email. So make sure to watch the playlist of the 5 TED Talk videos on how to make for a great presentation. And the video link for these are right here. It's the same link as before. You would just click on it and you can see it's these 5 videos. So you're going to choose one video which stood out to you the most. On or before Friday, April 6th at 11:55 p.m., send an email to me, lpapulias@fullerton.edu. I want you to explain to me in 2 paragraphs the following. Paragraph 1, why this video stood out to you and how it connected to you personally. Paragraph 2, how you plan to implement what was discussed in your personal life, academic studies, or career. This email should be professional, include a proper salutation and signature, be creative with the subject line, stay away from using BUAD 301 or email assignment number 2. You should not reference our class in any way. Late emails will not be accepted. So when you send your email, you're probably going to want to send it using a proper salutation, dear Dr. Papulias or dear Professor Papulias, and then start talking about your things in paragraph 1, then paragraph 2, and then have your sign off as well too. Reminder, you do not upload anything onto Titanium. Your assignment is graded by the email you send to your professor. So just like email number 1, you're going to complete email number 2 here. So again, reminder, we have spring break next week. So the items to complete before the start of week 12, which is our live class meeting, complete email number 2 assignment, which is your presentation email, worth 10 points by Friday, April 6th at 11:55 p.m. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, you could contact me here. I have my email address, my mobile phone number. You can send me a text message. You could call me, whatever is easier for you. But I'm always open to communication. If you ever have any issues whatsoever, please give me a call. Again, I wish you the best of luck this week, and I will see you all in a couple weeks. Enjoy your spring break.